Welcome to Diesel TV and the NHRDA World Finals weekend, as we are going to be crowning champions right here at the Texas Motorplex. We've got the NHRDA ODSS shootout, the challenge between East and West. We'll figure out which is the better of the groups. We'll figure out world champions. We'll figure out national champions. A big day coming.
It is. We want to thank Hot Shot Secret, our title sponsor. Let's go to the action.
Unleash your diesel with Hot Shot Secret. Scientifically proven to increase power, fuel economy, and reliability. Diesel Extreme and Everyday Diesel Treatment reduce DPF regens by up to 83%. Friction Eliminator followed by FR3 Friction Reducer reduce engine wear by up to 62%. Those aren't random numbers. They're the actual improvements confirmed by third-party testing, keeping your diesel running efficiently. With Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
He's loading them in for the 2025 World Championship race of our Dynamite Diesel Sportsman class. That RPD ride of Keith Langwell from London, Ohio. He has only had to actually race half of his races today. Other than that, he had broke buys and comp buys. Chris Perales ran the 670 class and the Sportsman class. An odd combination, but if it culminates in a world championship, he's not going to care much. He dialed 655. Langwell dialed 770. Langwell is going to leave 1.15 seconds before this. Both guys leave the line well. Both guys in low lights as they get to the 8th stripe, and it is a double breakout with a win light going on for Keith Langwell. So the Sportsman beats the 670/Sportsman racer on a double breakout. Sportsman class world champion, Keith Langwell. The ODSS driver, Keith. Congratulations, man. I was talking to you just a moment ago. You heard me earlier on the PA say, man, I just don't think I've ran into that name this year. I was very pleasantly surprised that I was pronouncing it correctly. The ODSS guys had a good showing. You made a game of it this year. It was close in points. But what's the emotion? What's the feel? When you came in, were you anticipating, hey, I've got a chance? Obviously, wait, let me back that up. You're a racer. You're a competitor. You always have that feeling, I'm going to win. But as the day wore on, did it start to settle in? Did you get a little bit of the butterflies?
Oh, yes. I started the year a little rough in the ODSS series. I kept breaking out, kept going too fast, so I kept playing, trying to get it slowed down. 4 races ago, I finally got it dialed in where it needed to be, and I qualified first in Bowling Green. Right as we were staging for the first round of eliminations, the rain came in, and we were literally pulling into the bulbs, and they started waving their hands. So that ended that day. Went down to Knoxville, won the 770 class, red lit by .003 in the ET class. So I finished second in it, and then went to Scheid, finished third. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to the World Finals. The truck's running where it should be, and I'll go down there and represent ODSS and see what happens.
You know, it just seems like when the ball starts rolling, when that snowball starts building, the confidence comes. When you got the tune right and you know all I do is my job and it works out, that's where sometimes racers beat themselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it felt good and everything was rolling good. And, yeah, I was very, very, very pleased.
And I'll tell you, we were the ultimate spoiler in that Sportsman class as well. Nobody saw this coming. He is the world champion of Sportsman class, Keith Langwell.
At Dynamite Diesel Products, we specialize in providing the fueling your truck needs. From high-performance race trucks to daily drivers, we strive to provide clean and smooth horsepower. We calibrate and balance injection rate to the tightest tolerances in the industry. Dynamite Diesel constantly upgrades machining and processes based off many years of experience to provide the best product possible. At Dynamite, fueling is our passion.
At the Big Rig Bracket main event, Schreiner and Holbert. And now we will find out which one is a world champion. Is it the cab over or is it the gunslinger? So Jim Schreiner dialed a 21.20. He will leave over 6.5 seconds before James Holbert plays catch in the Redneck Gunslinger in the right lane, sponsored by Power Stroke Products. Schreiner is away in the cab over Kenworth. Here comes Holbert. Again, a bang through the gearbox. Holbert cuts light in the World Championship race. That's a guy that's dialed. Schreiner was nearly a second left on the start line. When light goes on the top of the racetrack for James Holbert, the Texan beats the Oklahoman. He is the newest big rig bracket class world champion. He is now etched into the history books of the NHRDA. James Holbert, world champion. Congratulations, world champion. Have you ever had those kind of accolades in your racing career before?
No, sir.
When you came into the day, anticipating something like this could happen?
Every racer does. The team did their job, and we hope for the best, and the truck did what it was supposed to.
And the driver did his job as well. Sponsors make it happen?
My team, Redneck Diesel, they just kept the truck together.
The Redneck Diesel is the Big Rig Bracket world champion. Congratulations to James Holbert. And now into our Super Diesel, ARP Super D, Jeff Avery and Ryan Harmon. So Avery, if he wins this, he wins it all. He'll be the national points champion. He will be the world champion, but he's got to get around Ryan Harmon. Barnhart, Missouri versus DeRuyter, Louisiana. The 770 ARP Super Diesel class. They're both in. Simultaneous amber flashes to a green light go. A little bit of an advantage to Harmon as they get to the stripe on the brakes hard. Both double breakout. Worst of the offenders will be Jeff Avery. Ryan Harmon is the world champion. When light goes on, dialed 770 and the 770 index went 7656 to the 7647. So the worst of the two was Jeff Avery. He upset the apple cart, tremendously so. Jeff Avery was right there on the cusp of wrapping up a lot of really good things. He could have been another one of we got two drivers this weekend that ended up with national and world titles. Ryan Harmon, he is our Super Diesel world champion. Way to go, man. There was a lot of names that chased this thing for the last several years. They've all wanted this position that you're in. So congratulations. What was the difference maker on Saturday?
Well, we came in Friday and we were a little fast on the time. So we made some tuning adjustments, came in, and just made it happen.
That's a tricky proposition too. When you've been racing all summer long, you kind of got an idea where your settings should be, what your tune should be, and then you get to a racetrack like, oh, we got to back it off. Is that something that you're like, maybe as a driver, you're like, hey, maybe it's something I can do, or do you just immediately look to the tune?
Well, actually, this is my first time on the track this year, so we just made some qualifying runs and just went from there.
Folks, how humble is that? I love that. It's never I, it's always we. Ryan Harmon, Super Diesel, world champion.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for your diesel engine. From main studs to rod bolts to head studs, ARP outperforms and outlasts factory hardware. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
Dusty Brown and Jeremy Stickney. Can Larry Bounds' old farm truck get it down the flatbeds off the line? But look at Jeremy Stickney. Stuck the start when he needed to, and that is going to propel him to a world championship. Jeremy Stickney from Waverly, Nebraska will be the world champion in the 670 class. 670 index class. We're just going to get faster and faster as we have all day long. He came in without his name in the top 11 of points. So maybe he was somebody that was overlooked as we went into the late stages of the day. But he is forever going to be a world champion of the NHRDA in one of the bigger classes, the 670 index world champion, Jeremy Stickney. Congratulations. This is a pretty tough class. There are some names in this deal that you had to come out and overcome. You achieved a lot. Where's the trophy going to go? Where is your wife? Let me look. No, I don't see a ring. But where's the better half going to let it be?
Hopefully on the refrigerator.
Refrigerator right up there with all of the dog medicine and the cough syrup?
Right.
They're just dust collectors anyway. The memories is what you'll always have.
Absolutely. And we are, I was just happy that I could represent for ODSS well. Come down here and race the NHRDA guys. Racing different trucks, it was awesome. So
it is kind of nice to know that as we keep building this thing with the ODSS and the NHRDA, hopefully one of these days it'll have a good showing for both sides and make this a really good East-West shootout.
Right.
Sponsors?
All the fluids in the truck are from Hot Shot Secret. Transmission by Banghart Diesel, turbo stainless diesel, tuning by Ryan at Hardway, refined custom cabinets, and my better half Jen right there. She's the biggest sponsor and supporter of the whole thing. So,
well, thank you, Jen, because now you're never going to live down the fact that he's going to look at you and go, baby, go get the world champ something out of the fridge, right? So Jeremy Stickney, he is a 670 world champion.
Unleash the true power of your truck with Pacific Performance Engineering. Our high-performance intakes, charge pipes, and intercoolers boost your truck's horsepower and torque. Our high-grade aluminum transmission pans, oil pans, and differential covers ensure optimal cooling and efficiency. PPE delivers unmatched reliability and is your one-stop shop for all your performance needs. Visit PPEpower.com today to learn more.
Now into our Super Street 590 index class. Blaine Lafferty is the national points champion. Blaine Lafferty is in the final versus Nathan Banstra. So Lafferty, that came into the day fifth, tied for fourth in points, will be the national champ. Can he be a world champ as well from Erie, Oklahoma? Nathan Banstra from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He's got a chance for ODSS. Red light goes on. Blaine Lafferty beat himself on a red light start, so Nathan Banstra will be the world champion of the Super Street 590 class. Good on you, Nate. As I look down through the top 8 in points, his name is not even on the list, but he came in with a purpose, he came in with a goal, and he achieved those things. Nathan Banstra is our Super Street champion. I believe you're another one of the ODSS guys, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Where is home? I forgot on the sheet. Where's home?
Home is South Dakota.
South Dakota, just like those guys from Minnesota, right?
No, not quite. That's a Minnesota thing.
For sure. They all got Norwegian roots somewhere. So, Nathan, you had a very, very good day. Obviously, I watched every pass, and you just got stronger as the day went on.
Yeah, I was really nervous. We ran the Hardway no-time event last night, so we didn't get to the first or second qualifier. So today, first qualifier, it wasn't looking good. Truck was not reacting as it should, and just the ladder worked out. I had to go against Brett Markham, and that guy's got incredible reaction times. And so on a luck, he broke out, and I ran a 590, and yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
Sponsors?
Master Diesel Repair. I've got Flux Diesel. Their injectors are fantastic. Wagler Performance, JZ Manufacturing, their turbos, and Starlight Diesel for tuning.
Folks, he will forever be a world champion now at the NHRDA. Nathan Banstra, our Super Street winner.
For over 20 years, Driven Diesel has been an innovator and a market leader in the world of 7.3 and 6.0 fuel system products. We've been first to market with numerous product features and designs, and we've revised and expanded our product line to keep up with the ever-changing needs of diesel pickup owners. With our new in-house CNC capability and continued focus on U.S. production, product quality, and innovation, we are more focused than ever on developing unique solutions to modern diesel problems. Check us out at drivendiesel.com.
A chance of a national and world title for Oscar Velasquez, left lane and Hotshot Secret side. Arnold Hernandez, both these dudes from Cali came together. They end up in the final. If Oscar comes in as the runner-up, Wayne Talkington would be the national points champion. So it all comes down to this one right here, right now, to determine a lot. Again, there's a world record up for grabs. There's a national points championship and a world championship on the line. It's all settling on Oscar Velasquez. Can he put together a 1,000-foot run for all of the money, all of the marbles, all of the bragging rights, all of the titles, everything for Oscar Velasquez right now? To be the ET guy and the world record holder in the mile per hour, that's something. But if you can be the mile per hour holder in this hotly contested class, that's saying something as well. So the old man takes on Arnold Hernandez. The California, the Golden State boys have come to the Lone Star State. And it comes down to 1,000 feet to determine a lot in this class. I've seen Smoking Gun Gord Cooper. He's watching diligently. Eyes peeled. Oscar, Arnold, everything riding on one pass down the drag strip for Oscar Velasquez. He could triple dip it. They're in, they're gone. The stripe, when light goes on, Oscar Velasquez. He has retained the national title, and look at this. He went 127.62. He's going to do it. The triple threat just did it at a 127.62. Oscar Velasquez put all of the pieces together on one final pass. Woohoo, Oscar! Everything, I mean everything was on the line on one last 1,000-foot pass. The National Points Championship, the World Championship, and possibly to be a world record holder. Nailed it, did it, completed all three tasks. He leveled up. Oscar Velasquez, National World Champion and World Record holder. Congratulations. I know this group before. I've interviewed you guys. The new world record in hot rod semi in the mile per hour, 125.37 miles an hour. They seem to fall fairly rapidly in your class. Do you think it can hold for at least another year or two?
I think so.
Yeah, 125.37. Even though I think you ran just a little bit quicker than that to back that up. Do you think 130 plus is it?
It was 128, and then the last one was 127. So I think we're there.
You're there. Yeah. You guys did a great job, and I know that you ran up against your California buddy there in the final. From Tijuana. From Tijuana. All right. So is there a little bit of rivalry there, or is it just good old boys having fun?
Just two good old, brothers, because we feel like we're brothers, just having fun out here in the track.
Sponsors help.
Yes, I want to thank first Mario Manette with MHPD. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be out here. He paid our way out here for us to come and have fun with him and everybody else. I want to thank also Warren from Premco. He helped us out. I want to thank Pacific Trucks from Signal Hill. He sells trucks out there. He sponsors us. APC with our heads. He helps us out a lot from Vancouver, Washington. I want to thank Steve Samet with Conga Cams, custom cam that we have in our Big Cam Cummings. He helped out a lot with it. I want to thank my family, my wife, my brothers, everybody that comes out and helps us out a little bit. But the number one thing that I want to thank is our Lord Jesus Christ for letting us come here and have fun and enjoy what we do and have fun with each other. If it wasn't for him, we would not be here. And you can tell that this week somebody gave their life because of that, and we thank them for that also. Amen. And last but not least, I want to thank Kyle from Hot Shot Secrets. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be doing these kinds of events.
Congratulations. National champion, world record holder, Oscar Velasquez.
Unleash your diesel with Hot Shot Secrets. Scientifically proven to increase power, fuel economy, and reliability. Diesel Extreme and Everyday Diesel Treatment reduce DPF regens by up to 83%. Section Eliminator followed by FR3 Friction Reducer reduce engine wear by up to 62%. Those aren't random numbers. They're the actual improvements confirmed by third-party testing, keeping your diesel running efficiently. With Hot Shot Secrets powered by science.
So it comes down to the same kind of scenario for Philip Franklin. The Natty, the World, and a WR. He has locked up 1/3 of it. He's locked up the Natty. Now the world record and the world championship for Philip Franklin and Opie and the rest of the crew that has worked so hard to earn these titles. The 2006 3/4-ton Dodge taking on Matt Ray, the guy from Oregon. So Matt Ray came in 4th in points. He isn't going to do the Natty because Philip rocked that up, but it comes down to this pass to see if Philip Franklin can set a world record and be a world champ, or Matt Ray, can he go away with a world championship? Can he take down Philip Franklin, who has been an absolute beast the last multiple years in this class? So 481 and 157.47. That would set a world record on both ends if he's able to back it up by 10%. So 481, 157.47. That was last night's last qualifying pass. He felt he could get to the 470s. He may need it here to keep Matt Ray from seeing a world championship. I like it. Phillips in. Natty's in. Release, and it's all Philip. 483.3 at 158.04 miles an hour. We've got new world records, a world championship, a national championship. It all belongs to Opie and the boys. He was the cream of the crop all the way through the year. He came in with a pretty serious points lead. I don't know if he's really going to care too much about those titles. I think these guys chase numbers. He is a world record holder. He is the national champion. He is the world champion of Pro Street, Philip Franklin. We've done this a time or two. That's why I'm able to say on the PA when you and Opie are out there running that you're the most undiscerning guy, very quiet, very demure, killer in the race truck. I know the team gets out there, they get behind you, they support TSD, Team Opie. You guys are not new to national or world championships or setting world records, but the new numbers are 483.3 at 158.04. How much more do you got? Where is the limit? Where's the ceiling?
The plan was 70s, but track temp was a little hot earlier today, and it just smoked tires. So we put it back on the tune that went 481 last night and went right down through it.
We really thought, honest to God, on that second pass last night, both Randy and I were up there, we're just dead set and certain that it was going to happen, and it looked like it was going to, but things kind of got a little bit sideways, and you did the right thing as a driver. It's better off to get back in the race than burn it out in a qualifying pass. So the folks for Team Opie, we hope to see you back. Can't wait to see you defend this thing because it is a yeah, he is. He is a national champion as well as a world champion and a world record holder. Very, very well done. How about thanking the sponsors?
Thanks Truck Source Diesel, S&S for all the fuel system electronics, Midwest Turbo, Hot Shot Secret for the fuel and the oils, family and friends that help out at all the races, and I think that's about it. Parks Engine Service for building a hell of a bottom end, and we're going to come back next year and hopefully go 70s, maybe 60s.
I like to see that. I told you, he's a quiet, unassuming guy. Killer in the race truck. National champion, world record holder, Philip Franklin.
What does it mean to be built with Summit? It means your truck is getting transformed. Built with Summit means less job site downtime because you're not waiting on parts. And Built with Summit means you're getting the best prices in the industry, which means more money for the workday and for the weekend. Summit Racing Equipment. Let's build it together. SummitRacing.com.
Last pass in the 2025 chase for the championship. He will be a national champion. He will be world champion. And he has set a world record at 167.04. Right here this weekend, we have saw history. Buheider and the rest of the crew have done such a good job, the TSD crew. This is the last hit of 25 for the NHRDA at the Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series. While I got the chance, Kyle and crew from Hot Shot Secret, man, it's been fun. Good on you guys. All right, Wade, what you got one last time for us, brother? Wadester. Finally getting some hits, finally getting some passes. Will this be another? Oh, we had to get out of her at 60, but he is going to be a world record holding world champion and a national points champion. Congratulations to all. What a great 2025 NHRDA Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series. Wade Mentor of the 63 Split Window Corvette and the crew have done such a great job. And it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough when you show up and there's no competition and you desperately want competition, and then you have 7 passes in a row, including Montana, to hear that the thing just wouldn't hook. You couldn't get the power to stay to the ground, and then finally it came around this weekend, and boom diggity, 167.04, kid.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. It's got a lot more in it, and we'll get it there.
You know, it can't be easy. Like when we were in Montana, that racetrack just absolutely would not hold the horsepower. But it didn't keep you from trying. Just like we saw early in this weekend, too. You didn't give up. There's no quitting that in that guy. There's no give up in that kid. You absolutely kept laying it to it. Randy and I were talking that one where you set the 167. You drove through some stuff at 330.
Yeah, it shook the tires a little and got a little shaky, but we drove through that one. And when I feel like I can drive through it, I do. But sometimes it's you can't.
Yeah, erring on the side of caution is probably the way to go. And you're a 4-wheel drive guy. It was way different in the pickup because you had something to kind of pull you through some of those things. Car's a little bit different in that respect.
Yeah, it's totally different setup. It's not the same at all. So
I foresee more world records and more titles in this guy. How about thanking sponsors for me, Wade?
Truck Source Diesel, for sure. Chris, according to them, we couldn't do it, period. There's no doubt. And Wagler Competition Products and Hot Shots and S&S.
Folks, He is national, world, and world record holder Wade Minter.
Unleash your diesel with Hot Shot Secret. Scientifically proven to increase power, fuel economy, and reliability. Diesel Extreme and Everyday Diesel Treatment reduce DPF regens by up to 83%. Friction Eliminator followed by FR3 Friction Reducer reduce engine wear by up to 62%. Those aren't random numbers. They're the actual improvements confirmed by third-party testing, keeping your diesel running efficiently. With Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
The Hammett Excavation Peterbilt. And this has been awarded the best of show. And there has been some pretty cool stuff out there. This is Mason Clark. And I can see why, Mace, that this thing is best in show. There's been a little bit of elbow grease to make sure that all this all is polished up and looking good. You got helpers, or you had to polish with the mothers yourself?
I had to polish it myself. I mean, I got help from our guys that work with us too.
So Hammett Excavation, what do you guys do? Are you predominantly like sewer stuff? You excavating on big construction sites?
We mainly do new sales at waste managements and then also housing developments.
All right, so you're best in show. Kind of tell us, is this an everyday hauler, or is this one just, I can tell by the hitch, this is a work truck?
Yes, sir, it's everyday hauler.
Everyday hauler. And how about recognizing some of the crew, some of the family, some of the teammates?
Yes, we got all of our other guys over here, Brandon Mendenhall, Josh, and Tristan. I mean, they all help us. We help each other shine these up and everything, and we run together all day long. So, you know, good friends.
Good friends to hang out, and he's going to get the award for being best in show, Mason Clark from Hammett Excavation. So another one of our Hammett Excavation trucks. This also is a 2023 Peterbilt Model 389. Brandon Mendenhall with the best combo. He doesn't have nearly as much polishing that had to happen to that last one, but I like the paint on this one. And the pinstriping is done very, very well as well. A little bit of effort and energy put into the steps as well. So Brandon, congratulations. We just talked to your partner there in Mason Clark. Do you participate in show and shines often?
Pretty often, yes, sir.
It's a good way to spend with your buddies and a good way to kind of hang out with the trucking community, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a good time. We like having fun and showing off what we work on every week.
Yeah, it is something when you've got something that you have to make a living with and you can go play with as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's friends, family that help you polish, clean, make it look good.
Friends, coworkers, all of it. The bosses, everyone's involved in it.
Any ice cold beer?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. He is the combo winner, Brandon Mendenhall, in the Hammett Excavation Peterbilt. So Tristan Brown, another brand new Peterbilt Model 389. So Hammett is doing well enough that everybody's got a brand new truck in the fleet. So Tristan Brown, a little bit different than the other guys that in. You got a little more real estate to try to keep clean. It's kind of cool to see you guys come out.
We all got to come out and have a good time.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice to you guys spend the work week working. You can spend the weekends playing.
Oh yeah, it's fun time.
Anybody else help polish? Anybody else help clean?
Most of it just us guys that showed up here, and we all help each other clean our trucks, polish for shows, and it's a lot of work.
You know, the sheer amount of real estate that you've got to clean. And this one isn't quite as easy. Those guys who've got a trailer that they can get away from if it's ugly, you're straddled to yours.
Exactly, oh yeah.
Folks, say a tremendous job for Hammett Excavation and Bob Tail for Tristan Brown. Once again, this is the winner of the Antique Combo. That's JT Fondy in the Model 359 Peterbilt. JT, you look to be like somebody that probably went to school in the 1980s, right? So how do you feel that in 1986 is now considered antique?
Old.
Old. It's just one of those things, like, I'm not ready for that. When the hairband music that we grew up with is all of a sudden on the oldies channel, you're like, well, what's going on with that? Good looking ride. A lot of work is done into it. It looks like you guys take very good care of it, and you got a pretty good helper there now, huh?
She does all the work.
Good for you, kid. Here's the deal. The more time you spend doing things like this, the less time you have to do stupid things and get in trouble, and boys are nothing but trouble. So, stay with the truck, right?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. The 1986 Peterbilt 359, the Antique Combo. What's the daily duty?
Field mechanic for a drilling and blasting company.
So you were in the oil industry? Drilling and blasting. Drilling, blasting, that is different than the oil industry. But that is a service truck, so you're making sure everybody else keeps America running.
That's right. We service all our own machine and some customers.
Well, good on you, man. We truly appreciate it. They are our Antique Combo winners, JT Fondy and his daughter, as they are going to collect the hardware for the Antique Combo and the Hot Shot Secret winner goodie. So the Isaacs Wrecker Service is going to get a couple awards. He's going to win for the Friday Night Lights competition and the construction entry, truck number 300. And it is also got the Isaacs Motors rat rod for the most unique. So the Isaacs Wrecker Service guys taking away some hardware. Chuck Willoughby. Chuck, I like the Peterbilts. I think you guys have more accessory options than any of the other truck guys, or at least you spend more money on accessories than everybody else. I do have a question though. Is your seat set right down on the floor? Are you one of them lowrider guys? I could just see the brow of your eyes through the window.
Yes, sir. We are. Well,
what's the point of that?
Easy ride, man. Easy ride.
The easy ride of it. The rat rod on the back. I am a fan of rat rods. Did you have a hand in that thing?
Yes, sir, we all did. Everybody at Isaacs had a hand in that thing building it. It starts off from a 1938 and goes all the way to a 1990.
So 38 to 90, and the 90 stuff's got to be brakes, right?
It's the engine and transmission. That's all 90s. Everything else is old school.
Nice.
Everything is old school. Everything.
Well, it is a good-looking rat rod right out of Mad Max. The Isaac Service winning the construction title, the Friday Night Lights title, and then in our most unique title, Chuck Caldwell brought that one in for most unique in Isaacs Motors. Antique bobtail. Now, the Skrenner Enterprises Kenworth cab over. 79 K100. This is Jim. Jim, I've been watching it race. I've seen this name on my sheets all weekend. I'm still butchering the last name. Say it for me.
Skreiner.
Skreiner. I was close, but I was off. So, cab overs have always been a favorite of mine. I don't know what the appeal is, but ever since I was a little guy, Dad drove a Kenworth log truck. And so when I would see these kind of guys, they were typically delivery trucks in my small town in Idaho. But whenever I saw them, I would always ask my dad, I'm like, hey, why don't you get one of those to go logging with? He's like, doesn't work. Don't know why, it just doesn't work evidently. But this thing's super cool.
I appreciate it.
You spent a little bit of time on the drag strip this weekend too.
Yeah, it's
pretty good showing.
Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it.
Second time out in the drag strip?
We did, we were at Tulsa also.
And we're in Tulsa, round number 3. Well, you've done a good job. You are the winner of the Antique Bobtail. Congratulations. He's going to get his goodies, courtesy of Hot Shot Secret and the NHRDA. Our Antique Bobtail winner in the cab over. This is going to be the winner of the Tallest Lift Award, Colt Hadley, in his 1-ton Power Stroke King Cab Long Box. And the lift. The lift is impressive. How much lift do you have on it, Colt?
About just shy of 12 inches.
Just shy of 12. Back in the day when lift kits started to become the thing in the 1980s, I was selling these. typically I would sell a lift kit. Within 2 months, they were back and they were needing steering stuff. There was always a problem, and they had a problem too with U-joints, yokes, drive shafts. Have they overcome that in the last 30 years?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so it's a 97 truck, and all the suspension's out of a 07 one-ton Ford. So it's got high steer kits, everything a modern truck has under a classic truck now.
Classic truck again. It's a 1997 and it's deemed a classic. I forget that it is 2025. Times went by so quick. How long did the build take?
It's been looking like this since about 2017, and I bought the truck in 2013.
So you had a little bit of time with it as a daily driver before you started the build. Now that you have the build done, is it easily get around town, or did you like it better when it didn't have a 12-inch lift?
I still enjoy driving it. It's a little bit tougher now on the boggers going down the highway, but I still enjoy it how it sits. I just don't daily drive it no more.
What's the next plan? Because builders always building, right?
I just mainly cruise it now. I have a few other trucks that I'm working on that kind of match this one, same color, same body style, that kind of thing.
Very, very nice. He is the winner of our tallest lift, Colt Hadley. So finishing out with our Show and Shine Awards, the 2014 3/4-ton Ram. It's got bags like that. As he lowers her down and steps out, that's Carter Turpin. He is the winner of our best wheels. Some of the old heads and I were just kind of talking about the fact that when we were kids, the stereo was usually way more expensive than the car we drove. Give me an idea. You don't have to tell me exact. Give me an idea of the price of one wheel.
It's on up there for sure.
It's one of those things that's almost embarrassing to say, right?
It's a good brand too, so we like KG1. So
KG1s and the low profile tire. I was not a fan when they came out in the 1980s, but now it does have an appeal, and those big fat wheels makes it look good too.
Absolutely, it sure does. Yep.
Family, friends, sponsors. How do you get such a nice ride? Hard work.
RYD Performance in Mansfield, Texas, and 142 Diesel in Terrell, Texas. So.
Well, congratulations. Good looking wheels. You'll deserve the award. So Carter Turpin and the best wheel is our final of the Show and Shine.
Scott, what a weekend. We crowned national champions, world champions. We set world records. The crowd was amazing. The truck and tractor pulls were off the hook. Couldn't ask for a better weekend at the Texas Motorplex.
What a way to end the 2025 chase for the championship. As Randy said, we saw some world records set. We had some new national and world champions that upset the apple cart from what we expected or what was on paper. It's been a fantastic year. Thanks so much to Hot Shot Secret and everybody else who's been involved with the NHRDA Chase for the Championship. I'm Scott. He's Randy. This is Diesel TV.